Alright, so let's go ahead and jump straight into this video because first of all, your girl is looking a little crazy. Nothing new. And we have a lot to catch up on because 2020 was a trip. Okay, so since I know this video is going to be a little long, I just want to move it right along. And for those of you who are new, and even if you're not, like, I want to apologize because this is the first video that I bring to you in 2021 and you have to see me like this. Let's look at it. Let's get over it. Like, this is what I look like. She's a cutie pie or whatever. All right, so we are here because you've seen it in the intro. We're talking about 2020. We're doing a little recap, and yes, you're probably like, honey, get over it, leave that in the past, like it already happened. Why are you bringing it up? Why are you talking about it? It's a new year, a new start. But I have to do a little recap because I just feel like, you know, closure. We need some closure. I need some closure with 2020. There was a lot that happened, not only to me but like to everybody in this freaking world. Okay, so I feel like I just want to address a few little things that happened to me in my life while we were in quarantine, while we were out of quarantine, and then back in quarantine. Like, it's just been a lot. So one of the things, like, we're gonna just get into it quick because this will lead the rest of the video. So one of the things that happened during quarantine, and this is not like in a specific order, but one of the things that did happen during quarantine was that a lot of people here in my city, and I'm sure that maybe in a lot of other places as well, maybe where you live, I don't know, but a lot of people here in my city started their own brands. So many people started their own businesses, which I think is absolutely amazing. So that's like one of the like silver linings, and one of the good things that did happen during quarantine and during like this crazy year was that it gave the opportunity to a lot of people to kind of just like be in their own thoughts and kind of like, you know, make those thoughts and those dreams come to life, which is by starting brands, like I mentioned. Okay, so while I'm talking, I am going to be getting ready, and as I do that, I am going to be using some products that were sent to me by a good friend. Her beauty brand that she came out with is called AlienBabe. I'm going to go ahead and post it right here somewhere, and this is the little packaging. So she put my little name, like Jazzy Boo from the streets, and along with that, she also gave me this that's in here that we're about to take out, and she also dropped this out, which we're going to be using. I'm going to be walking through everything, but I'm also going to be talking to you guys y chismeando, okay? Porque yo siento que como para el primer video del año tenemos que chismear because there's a lot to catch up on. I know you guys want to talk to me about your chismes because y'all better. I want to hear them down below, or you can DM me if you want to be private or whatever, but I want to chismear with you guys. Let's go ahead and open up this little thing right here first because I've already opened it. It's a little headband. This is the freaking cutest thing. Okay, so she obviously doesn't know how to do things. You guys are about to see me really ugly, and you guys are about to see my big ass forehead, but it's fine. We're here to be, and the chin. We're here to be our true selves. Head ass. Oh wow, she's actually cute. Do you guys see how, like, oh, pinches estropajos, tengo like pelos de elote. Look, I have like lint right here. What is this? It's super cute. Like, I actually don't look as bad as I thought. I think I look better now than I did like in the beginning of the video. She also sent me this face wash. This face wash she actually just released, so this is new to her beauty brand, but I'm very excited to try it because, as you guys know, you know that I've struggled with my acne a lot, so I like using a lot of different skincare products, which can be a good and bad thing because, you know, like the more you use, the like less effect they have on your skin. I mean, at least that's what I think. But I do love to collect skincare products, so I'm very happy and very excited to use this. This is what the packaging looks like right now. Okay, because Mary said, my girl Mary said. Okay, so one of the things that she did mention was that she wished that she could have like had a label made for it, and you know, she is obviously gonna be improving this, like the packaging and everything. But personally, like, I get where she's coming from, especially like as a brand creator, you know, brand owner. Like, you want your products to be like great, like you have very high expectations for it, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And if it means that you put this product out like this, and this is probably not, you know, what you had envisioned, just know that all that matters is the liquid inside. All that matters is what's in the heart. So all that matters is what's inside. Like, I am very excited to try this product out. This is a face wash, and already off the bat, like, yes, it might not have like a label or anything, but I love the pump. I love that it has a little pump. I've never used it. Literally haven't tried it because I wanted to try it on here with you guys. So I want you guys to just appreciate what I'm about to show you guys real quick, because I'm really doing the most for y'all. Maybe doing the most, but also making the biggest mess, because I have a little pot right here with water, because I want to show you guys how I'm going to use this. And then I have my little brush, porque nos vamos a estar lavando la cara de sucias, okay? Another thing that you have to do when using this is you have to have your face a little bit wet. And I know that I can do this and do the most, but I'm also going to do the most and take this off real quick. And I'm going to spray my face. I'm going to cut it off because y'all don't need to see that. Okay, so I want you to know that I just like literally me acabo de bañar ahorita. Like, I just sprayed my face like a dummy. And we're going to go ahead and spray some of this. My hands are clean. Look at that. Like, hold on. Replay. The way the foam comes out though. Girl, you did that though. You did that. Like, look at this little foam. But the way this foams. And then it also smells like, I don't even know what it smells like, but it smells very like oils and like, I don't even want to say lavender because I don't even know if it's lavender. It just smells very like, not a bad smell. It just smells like oils, like, I don't know, like it's about to do something to my face. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it here. And because I do have my little brush, I'm gonna go ahead and use my brush. I quickly wanted to point out as I do this, I quickly wanted to point out again, if you have been following me for a while now, you guys have seen my skin really bad. And right now, this is, I think, the best it's been. This is the cleanest it's been. Like, these little marks you see right here are actually just scars. So if you touch my skin in that area, there's like no actual acne, there's no bumps, it's just like scarring. Okay, so I rinsed off my face and we are back. Just to give you guys a very quick review on the wash, I would quickly want you guys to remember that this is the first time that I use this. I honestly had not opened the packaging or anything or even pumped it. I am very, very impressed with this pump. I love the way that the foam comes out. It smells very clean. I don't know, I still can't find like the correct word on like what kind of smell it has, but it's just very like, you know, oils, like those little, y'all know them little oils, like it just feels refreshing. And my face feels really soft, and I know I shouldn't be touching it because like I just cleaned it, but in my skin, like I would do a close-up, but my camera's not really built for close-ups, don't mind my brows, but my skin feels to the touch very, very soft. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna rate these things. I'm gonna give this a good 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. And I know you might ask, like, why not a 10 out of 10? But because obviously there's always room for improvement. But the product inside, honey, I know you were worried a little bit about this not having like a label and stuff, but that does not even matter. When the product inside is good, then honey, that's all you need. That's all that matters. So I give this a 9 out of 10. Loved it. So this is gonna be a yes for me, along with the little headband. Once we get into the box, you can see all the things that are in here. There's so many little goodies that she sent over, not just lashes, because again, she is mostly like a lash brand right now, but she is slowly adding more things into her collection. But she sent me these cute little baby hoops. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, damn, she a little baddie. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I don't really use huge hoops or like big hoops like this. Not that I don't like them, I don't really wear them, so I feel like I look a little weird. But I'm definitely gonna put these on today, so you guys will be able to see those. And then she sent over some scrunchies for the cabellos. So we have scrunchies, and these are the ones that I wanted to get into because she sent me some oils. This is a rose oil, and then this is, I believe she said, a lavender oil. And what I like about these is how natural they look. Like they're infused with, like this one has roses inside and this has lavender. I like how natural they are, like how, like you can just tell that so much effort was put into these. And again, they come in these little pumps, which I'm going to be using. She sent over some lashes. Look at those. Can't wait to use these for a Valentine's Day look. Like, honey, you don't even know. She sent me a lash book. Look at how cute this packaging is. Just a little glittery moment. You open it up and look at all of these lashes she sent. Now, of course, these are a little bit more on the dramatic side. I believe these are all 25 mm. The red and the black that I showed before are 16 mm. Oh my God. Mommy, baby doll, 29, Jupiter, and Venus. So I am gonna be trying on baby doll with today's look, just to let you guys know right now so you guys can see it. And look, her brand is called AlienBabe, and she sent these cute little like alien stuff, and then there's like little alien confettis in here. Oh, look, I knew it. And there's a little alien. Oh, look right here. I did do a alien look for her last time that she sent me some stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and post a little picture right here in honor of AlienBabe Collection. All right, so now that I've showed you all of the stuff, because I really wanted to, like, you know, for this stuff to have its little moment. Now that I've mentioned all of that, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the look. I'm not really gonna go through the products that I'm using because I just want to cheese me out with you guys. So if you guys have any questions on anything that I use, it will be either in this description box, or I will post a picture of the look on my Instagram, and I will put all of the makeup details there. So make sure that you're following me on my Instagram. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I am using some rose oil, just so you know though. Let's start from the beginning of 2020 and how it kind of just started. So 2020 started as anything that you would imagine, right? Like, you know, we had our little 2020 like send off, and you know, we're all like, this is gonna be the year, it's the 2020s, like it's gonna be, this is our year, y que quién sabe qué, right? So I remember like the first month it was good, the second month like it was all right. I remember that at the end of February, I actually went to my first concert ever, which was the Aventura concert. Welcome to Aventura's world! In Chicago. As you guys know, I live here in Michigan, so we drove over. Damn, I think I put like way too much oil on my face. I overdid it, and then I'm gonna put makeup. Like, what am I doing? Quick little disclaimer, since I did want to try out the oil, I didn't moisturize my face with moisturizer. I didn't put like my drops that I normally put. All I did was use the foam wash, and now I'm applying this oil. So I'm hoping this will work as a moisturizer as well as a primer. And then the rest I'm just gonna put on my hands. But yeah, so I went to my first Aventura concert. My first concert ever. I've gone to many bailes, like, you know, like La Arrolladora, Calibre 50. Like, I've gone to bailes, but I had never been to like a concert in an arena. And I went with my best friend. I will show you guys a picture of that day. It's not a picture of Aventura, but a picture of that day when we went. I'll put it right here. Such an amazing experience. Like, after I went to that, like, because I did start 2020 off a little rough, like in my personal life, like a little rough, but it wasn't like the worst, right? So once I went to that concert, I was like, yes, like, damn, like it's just the beginning. And I had already done a few fun things, right? I had met some new friends. Now we're at this concert, like, you know, like amazing. And then comes March. So I think the Aventura concert was on the 25th of February. And a few weeks after, I actually started working at a new job as a receptionist for a preschool. And I remember that I finished my day training. Like, I finished my day, so I trained for a week, Monday, and then I was at a different site, like, training. And then on the day, on Friday, when I came to my actual site where I was going to be working at, it was just like a half day. I remember that that's when, like, everything started happening about, like the corona thing had already been rumored, it had already been talked about, it had already been mentioned that it was here in the United States. And then I remember that by this point, like, you know, the government had already had their like whole thing, the president talking about how there was going to be shutdowns. The schools had already been shut down. So then that next day, since I work for a preschool, it's not really considered like K through 12. our supervisor had a meeting, comes back and tells us, oh, well, you guys, we are going to be closed for the next 3 weeks. Mind you, I had just completed my first week of training, and I had just completed my first day of like at my real job, at like my actual site. And then they're like, oh, we're like not off. It wasn't a good thing. It's not like we were on vacation, but they're like, we are going to be on lockdown for 3 weeks. At this point, it's kind of scary, right? I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? Like damn, like we're going to be closed. Like we're going to be out of work for 3 weeks. This is serious. Like obviously it was already serious, but it just kind of hit me like, oh my gosh, like this isn't a joke. Like everybody's closed down, like the whole country. Well, at that moment, like, you know, I mean, a lot of other countries were closing as well, but I'm like, the whole country is closed for 3 weeks as we thought. Like, my bad, my camera had died. You guys know that happens a lot here on this channel, but I am back, and I took advantage of the fact that I was waiting for my camera to charge to start on this eye and to do my hair and to change, you know, just to like get this video going, because we still have a lot to talk about. So I just went ahead and started on my eye. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one as we continue to talk. So I left off at the part where my supervisor told all of us that we were gonna be like gone for 3 weeks. I believe we were supposed to be back like March, the 3rd week of March or something like that. No, the 3rd week of April, because it was like towards the end of March. But all I remember thinking was 2 things. One, like, wow, I can't believe that I just started this job and literally we are going to be locked down for 3 weeks. That was my first thought. My second thought was like, God is so big. You guys are probably wondering why I say that, but I was literally unemployed for a little bit because I was looking for a new job. And when I had gotten this job, like I literally, sorry, my hair is bothering me here. And then I literally got that job and this happened, right? But I made it like just in time to like be hired. So after that, I was able to work from home the whole time that we were in quarantine. So that was very, very like helpful for me because I was able to get an income, you know? So I was able to pay my bills and do all of that. But it was just like so crazy how like things work out, you know, how God works, how everything just works. Because if it wasn't for that, I would have been unemployed and it just would have been a little bit harder to find job because it was COVID, you know, like the whole thing was going on. Moving on to like the next topic of quarantine, like moving into the actual quarantine now. Now we're in lockdown. Cool, whatever, you know, like in the beginning it's a little bit strange to think that we're actually going through this like lockdown. As you guys know, I live with my cousin Daniela and her family, like her little family, like her husband, her son and daughter, which is my niece and nephew. So I live with them, and during the time that we were in lockdown, her brother and his girlfriend were also pretty much staying with us. Like they were here like every day, like just here. So we were all here just doing, you know, trying to keep ourselves busy, trying to keep ourselves calm. I remember my cousin went into lockdown as well. Like she was out of her job around the same time that I was. And then her husband was still working for a while until he was told to work from home as well. So we were like all home together all the time. Every day it felt like it was just like we were just having like the sleepover. But at the same time it was kind of weird, you know, like the streets were quiet. Like I know you guys remember, like think back to March, which is like a scary time to think about. Like you don't even want to think about it anymore. But like think back to March, how you remember it being like you couldn't, like you would go out to the street and like everything was quiet. Everyone was inside of their houses. Like I can't believe we made it through that. But at the same time I know that we were going to, and I'm so glad that we did. And for those, unfortunately, for those who didn't make it because of COVID, like may they rest in peace, and may their family find some type of like peace in their heart and just like comfort, because it's one of those things that like you can't even think about, you know, you can't even imagine if it didn't happen to you. Like if you didn't lose anybody in your family, or you didn't have anybody in your family who experienced COVID or like experienced it bad, then you really probably don't know. But if you did go through that, like I just want like everyone to know who did go through something or lost somebody through COVID, that my heart is with you, and that I am just so sorry. And I don't even know what you can tell somebody in this situation, because it really sucks that de la noche a la mañana, you know, from like day to night in a blink of an eye. We were in this pandemic. Like, this is the kind of shit you see in movies. This is the kind of shit you see like in our history books. Like, read about it, you see it, but you don't ever think that it's gonna happen to you. And I feel like that's one of those things. That was like the number one lesson that everyone should have picked up and learned from 2020. Like, if you didn't already know, well, now you know that your life can literally change in the blink of an eye. Like, you can be sitting here thinking you have your life figured out. You think you're never going to be at the bottom. The universe really has a way of showing you that no matter how successful or how like comfortable you think you may be in your life, like, you need to humble yourself, because you never know when it can be taken away. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people that like lost their jobs or who had businesses felt it, you know. It was and it is still just a crazy time. Like, I can't believe that we experienced that we're going through it still. I think it's just sad for all of those businesses that had just started. Imagine like all of the work and money and everything they put to opening a restaurant or a business or whatever it was, and not knowing that a few months later this crap was gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? Prayers to them. I hope that, you know, they are finding and getting the resources and just getting the strength to keep pushing, to keep going after everything that has happened. And I hope that everything, because I'm a strong believer that everything happens for a reason. And I know that this was such a worldwide thing that you're kind of like, oh, well, what could be the reason that, you know, it happened to everybody? I think the biggest lesson, the biggest thing you can take out of, aside from like your life can change like at a snap of a finger, is the fact that we need to be better. You know, we need to be better as a society, as a community, as a country, as a freaking world. We just need to do better. We've just like really messed with the earth. We've messed with the environment. We've messed with so much because we're just very greedy people. No, but when I say that, like, we're just all like really terrible if you think about it. We don't care about anybody but ourselves. We don't care what we put this planet through if it means that it's gonna benefit us in some way, whether it's money, whether it's like building a new company and tearing down things. And like, the earth was like, I need a break from you guys. Let me send your asses inside of your house and lock y'all in for a little bit, because you guys are doing too much. Like, we were doing too much. And tell me that we all didn't calm down. And once we did, it was like, damn, you could tell. But enough of me talking about how like we are the issue, because we are. So just a reminder that we can do better. We should be doing better, and we should have learned our lesson that we need to stop being shitty people. Moving on to the next thing. So I'm gonna be naming like a lot of the things that I learned from this, like the silver linings in this situation, because another thing that I really appreciated from everything that happened, I feel like for a lot of us, being able to have that break and be at home and not have the option to go anywhere else. Like, we couldn't go out, we couldn't go to restaurants, to stores, we couldn't go anywhere. We had to literally be in our house. The fact that we had like that time where we were kind of like forced to be at home, like, really allowed us to reevaluate what we do have that we don't appreciate, which is our family. Well, I mean, I would say friends too. It depends who you were living with and who were you with through quarantine. But I just feel like it made me realize that family is very, very important, which obviously, right? Family is very important. But I feel like I did so many things. Like, I would try to go to my mom's house, because you guys know I don't live with my mom. I would try to go there as much as I could, but you know, with being safe and everything, because I do have little siblings. But for the most part, I was here. And even just spending a lot of time with my cousin, my nieces and nephews, my cousin and his girlfriend, like, it was really fun. Like, we would just like, we went to go buy a whole bunch of board games, and we used to play games with the kids, and just things that we normally don't do because life is so busy. You know, everyone's working, everybody has things to do, everyone is always up and going and up and doing things. I feel like a lot of us needed that. We needed that time to, it's like, well, we can't do anything, and like, we're not working, so like, let's take advantage of this time and be with our families. So I enjoyed that. Like, I remember we used to bike ride, which I had not ridden a bike since I was like, I don't know, like 12 or something. That was really nice, and that was really fun. We also used to go like do nature walks because, you know, we were allowed to go out to the parks and stuff. So I remember we used to do a lot of nature walks, which I will insert some videos of like the things we did. And if I have videos of it, I will insert videos like right here of us going on nature walks. And like we had some pretty fun moments doing that, because that's something again that we don't do daily. Like we hardly ever do that, honestly. And super fun. I remember that, like in the summer, once things opened up a little bit more, me and my best friend, we were both not working Friday, so we would work at different jobs, and we would work Monday through Thursday. We weren't working Friday, so every Friday we made a little tradition. It was, I think, for like the whole month of July and August. Every Friday we were going to the beach. Like every Friday morning, it was our routine. I would pick her up early in the morning. We would go grab some snacks, some drinks, and we would just go chill at the beach. Because again, there wasn't much we could do, but we could be outside, so we would go to the beach. But enough of like the great times, which again, there was a lot of things that I did take from it, that I learned, that I appreciated, you know, just to kind of like calm down, reevaluate what's important, and just kind of take time for yourself. There was a bad side to COVID, of course, the obvious, which was COVID. But aside from COVID, I feel like the fact that we were locked inside gave a lot of people like a lot of anxiety, a lot of, look at that glitter. I quickly did the glitter off camera because I was not going to be able to do that and talk at the same time. I just used some glitter from Super Glitters. These right here. I just wanted to show you guys that I am wearing baby doll on the eyes. I did have to cut like a little chunk of it off because they were super long, and again, my eye is just very small. This is what they're looking like so far, which I'm not too mad at. You guys know that I love a good lash. Like I love lashes with my life. I wear them every single day, well, every day that I can. But these are some bad bitch lashes. These are some bad bitch lashes. I just don't, damn, they do look hella cute though. I think I'm reevaluating my thoughts, because I was gonna say like I would definitely use these for my Instagram looks, for like Instagram pictures, my videos, like all of my creative looks. But I just don't know how comfortable I would be to go out on like my everyday life with these. But now that I keep looking at them, they're not as long as I thought they were. She's kind of cute. They actually look so cute, and I love that I did these because again, I just feel like the freaking camera washes out my eyeshadow a little bit, but it is a very nice like soft pink, and these are called baby doll, you know, like baby doll. Ay, la ridícula. But moving along, yes, like I said, there's a lot of like depression, a lot of stuff that you can get or that a lot of people were getting because of this COVID. Like it was very stressful to not know what was gonna happen, to not know when we were gonna be open, if this thing was gonna be over. Like for a lot of people, it was more about like work and finances. Sorry, I got my mirror over here. It's just very stressful, even just being at home and not having any contact with anybody, not being able to socialize. You know, everything was so different. We were doing everything online. We're still doing a lot of stuff online, Zoom meetings. It just became a different world. Like we just literally completely flipped the switch and lived a completely different world. And then just a quick update on the oil that I put on my face. It's been obviously like at least a good 30 minutes since I put it on, and my face just feels the softest it's ever been. I'm kind of really digging it. Digging it? Okay, bitch. I'm really liking it. I'm gonna definitely put this on a day that I'm not wearing any makeup, so I can wear it throughout the whole day just to see how my skin reacts to it. And I'm also gonna try it out for like a whole week just to see how my skin and my acne react to it, because if I put too much oils on my face, it can sometimes break me out because it's just too much oil, and I already am kind of oily. So, but I didn't feel like this made me look too oily, to be honest. And yeah, so I'm gonna keep an eye out for that, and I'm gonna let you guys know if this is something that, like, if you have acne, that you could be wearing every day. Yeah, like from personal experience for me, one thing that I have been experiencing a lot till this day is a lot of anxiety. Like I've always had anxiety. Well, for the last few years I've had anxiety, and I would like randomly have like days where my anxiety was just like through the roof, right? But since COVID, and like it's something that I never really acknowledged, I never really like put two and two together. If 2 and 2 is 4.
If 2 plus 2 is 4, right? And 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay. What the fuck is this?
No, but like I had never put 2 and 2 together, like that I was getting more anxiety because of COVID. But I mean, that's the only explanation on why I would be extra anxious, you know? Because for the past, I would say 2 months, even though obviously this has been a minute now, but for the past 2 months, more than ever, like I've had a lot of trouble sleeping. Like I would just be up, my leg is shaking out of control, my brain is just running and running even though I'm so tired. If any of you have been experiencing this, comment down below and let me know your experience and let me know what you've done. I know that I put it on Facebook the other day, like to see what people were doing, what remedies, but let me know what your experience has been. If you have experienced any anxiety or anything like that, what have you done to cope with it? Do you think it's because of COVID? Because I definitely think that was it for me. But I don't know, you know. Dude, the difference that a little bit of contour and highlight make to an ugly bitch. I love it, you guys. I love it. Like, who am I? This is not even the same person. This is not even the same person. It's a cutie pie. I'm just kidding, you guys. We're all beautiful with and without makeup, okay? It's all about your confidence. And bitch, I'm confident. I was just giving you guys a little rundown of kind of how my 2020 went in regards to that. My love life was still shit through 2020. Like, that did not change at all. Like, was I talking to anybody in 2020? Not necessarily, towards the end a little bit, but that was pretty much it. Like, you guys know que la muchacha no tiene suerte en el amor, pero no importa, estamos feliz.
Okay.
Just kidding. I know that a lot of us almost felt like if 2021 was gonna be a whole different year, like we were gonna move to a whole different dimension. And like if 2020 never happened, and that's not the case, we are still very much in the middle of pepperoni, a panini. We're still in the middle of pandemic, which is not funny, you guys. It's not funny, but we are still very much in the middle of that, and there's still a lot that's going on. There is a vaccine now. How do you guys feel about that? I mean, if you don't want to answer, don't answer. But yeah, that's going around now. Like, there's the vaccine, but we're still living it, and hopefully soon, hopefully there's like a light at the end of the tunnel for this. But all I can say is that this year, I'm not gonna say anything like this is my year, this is gonna be the best year, because we don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna make it my duty to make it a good year, you know. Like, we just have to be positive, and as we learned from 2020 is to just go with the flow and enjoy every single moment, every single thing, you know, every opportunity, every memory. Like, just cherish it and enjoy it, because you never know what can happen the day of tomorrow. All right, so we have made it to the end of the first video of 2021. What the fuck? We have made it. Thank you so much to all of you who stayed to the end of the video, and thank you all so much to those of you who follow me and have followed me for the longest. It's about to be, I want to say, almost 3 or 4 years, I don't even know, 3 or 4 years since I started YouTube, and I don't even have 1,000 subscribers. What a loser.
Okay.
Anyways, that doesn't matter. The numbers don't matter, because I'm just thankful to those of you who do watch, because that's still a lot of people. Like, even if only 5 people were watching me, that's still a lot of people that watch me for being a dumbass. You know what I mean? So all of those of you who are subscribed and watch my videos, I appreciate you so much. You guys are the best. I am going to do a giveaway, because I haven't done a giveaway in a long ass time. So I think we should do one. I don't know what I'm gonna give away. Like, bitch, you're broke. What are you gonna give away? My positivity, of course. But thank you guys so much. I love you. I'm gonna start reading this sign that says, stay humble, be kind, and work hard. I love this sign so much, because that can't be any truer. We've learned again in 2020 that you have to remain humble, because you never know what's gonna happen. Always be kind, because everyone goes through so much shit, and we've recently just gone through so much shit that literally being kind to somebody can make their whole entire day. That's why I always tell you you're a bad bitch. I love you, mija. Te quiero mucho con todo. Mira qué bonita, preciosa. And then work hard, because I also realized that sitting on my couch watching Netflix every single day and then wondering why I haven't reached 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, like, you know, it just doesn't add up. Again,
If 2 plus 2 is 4, right? And 5 plus 5 is 10, okay. What the fuck is this?
no, bitch, because like oh, my bad. But because you have to work hard in order to get where you want to be, you know? Like, it's not just gonna happen. So stay humble, be kind, and work hard, and God bless you. Que Dios nos bendiga a todos los días, y que nos dé las fuerzas de seguir adelante through anything that the world has to throw at us. Okay, we are in this together. But like, let me give you another tip real quick. I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but I'm gonna put a little bit of oil on my hand. Right, a little bit, not too much. And then I'm gonna run it through the ends of my nappy ass hair, because pinche pelo estropajo que tengo, les digo. Just a little bit, so like my little flyaways can like, ooh, look, she's healthy, she's vibrant, she is hydrated. Look at that. Dead ends where? Not here, because we have AlienBabe essential oils. I don't know, that's not what they're called, but go ahead and check her out. I'm gonna be leaving her stuff down below, but stay tuned for my next video, which is gonna be a haul. And if you haven't watched my last video with my sister, make sure you watch it, because it's hella funny. We're like so funny. I know. I love you guys, and see you guys on the next one.
Yeah. These hoes ain't hoes.